Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Western Michigan Broncos will have some work to do after that short return. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Davis looking to pass. Got his man quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Comes out throwing on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll just keep slinging it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Broncos are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Caught near the sideline, it's Davis. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. On target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got his man across the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lindsey. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Offense gets set for second down. Davis will throw. They'll run the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Quickly complete.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the balls are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Grabbed behind the line. It's Matthews. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Vols will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Makes his connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Broncos line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. For Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vols! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gets it to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Broncos send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Run in the red zone. It's Lewis.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. After the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And that's going to be a safety. It prevented the touchdown by falling on it, but they'll give up the deuce.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Vols in the hurry-up.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Using the quick game. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. They'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Broncos decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They're bringing heat. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing. It's gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Vols want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble on the play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got his man. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the Volunteers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. 1st and goal for the offense. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll try the counter. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They'll run it from the gun. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Getting some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
That keeps the score. Tennessee 19, Western Michigan 0.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Davis will throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group.
Takes the easy throw in the flat.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Davis looking to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it! Touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. He's got it down the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
He'll pull it on the read. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Touchdown, Tennessee! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Staley. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The inside handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Now on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Western Michigan, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Makes the grab over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the 4th quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. This offense tried to go right back to the well, or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Find space on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Movement here from the tight end. The run from the shotgun. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the right. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Western Kentucky is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Valentine. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He wants to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Second down after that incompletion. He wants to throw it again. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On the return, it's Staley. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some... And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Trying to get in the end zone again. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And I think some people don't like that. They think it's piling on. But listen, the offense is running the football. They're not throwing it all over the yard. Your job to stop it. Even though we might have some fun handshakes at the end of this one.
Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real. But you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum, and injury happens. So they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about. But it's still early. It's week 3.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.